Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning on this 09.04.2022. Current time is 06:19 a.m. Eastern Time here in Upstate New York, the southern tier of Upstate New York, where I live and reside. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on a Sunday morning Twitch broadcast. Morning coffee, and we are. Will we hear something out there? Cats, the herd of cats. But we are here this morning to broadcast, and I hope everybody is having a good weekend. But Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Twitter, or here on Twitch. Over there on Twitter, I am known as at Fireman Rich, where I tote myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. In other words, I like playing on this thing called the internet, and that's what we're doing this morning. And morning, by the way, Anthrax, first time chatter, good morning. And we're getting our day started here as far as that goes on a day off. But I wanted to get a broadcast in this morning. I didn't broadcast yesterday. I did throw up a Twitter video and I guess they're called IG Reels. A couple of those yesterday as far as that goes. And Chris Technician subscribed at Tier 1. So Chris Tech, hey, whoop whoop, hey, good morning, Chris Tech. And thank you for the subscription as far as that goes. I'm actually hearing that. Wow. Okay, that's probably because I've got the Twitch chat up on the OBS, which is doing very good. We're well in the 20 to 30 range in our CPU rate, so that's very good. So good morning, and hope your weekend's going good. I didn't broadcast yesterday as well as far as that goes, other than doing a couple clips yesterday during the Artemis one launch that didn't launch. They scrubbed it. It did not launch. I tweeted about that yesterday morning. And after I got that done, I didn't really feel like broadcasting. Oh, by the way, I do have the morning coffee. And this coffee is Death Wish. I am drinking Death Wish coffee. It's pumpkin. It's their new pumpkin. I could taste the pumpkin in it. It's tasting good. A special treat this Sunday morning as far as for the coffee. But the Artemis one did not go up with the Orion spacecraft. It's the Artemis is going to be used to launch. And first time chatter, yo, hey, average fresh 108. Good morning. Grant's played some Fortnite. Oh, okay. I don't play Fortnite. I just stick with the Lord of the Rings Online. So it didn't launch primarily because they had a leak in the a liquid hydraulic leak in the 8-inch line as far as that goes. Okay. No, I don't play Star Wars Republic. I just play Lord of the Rings Online as far as that goes for online games. And I have played a little Call of Duty back in the day. That's when it was still on PC. And Myth 1, Myth 2, and Myth... I don't think they... Yeah, I did Myth 3 on Soulbrighter back in the day. But the liquid hydrogen 8-inch line refueling the core stage of the Artemis 1 with the Orion was leaking at the base of the rocket. And... average, he played pub mobile and yeah, I do some PUBG more. I haven't of late. Chris Tech, yeah. Oh, okay, Chris Tech, you're just letting him know. Okay, I think you would look sick with a ponytail. No, I'm too old for that. Average, no. Don't really care for it personally. Other people, that's fine. I don't care for it. So the Artemis didn't go up. A little disappointed, but you know the thing is, as far as that goes, the they're going to have those things when they have test flights. They're going to have some disappointments, and this is for safety reasons too, because that liquid hydrogen is nothing to play around with. It's very, very volatile. They only had like 10% of what 500, half a million gallons loaded. They had all the locks, the liquid oxygen filled up. That's a lot less. You don't need that much locks, but there's a lot of the good portion, the bigger tank of the two tanks in the core stage, and that's the main stage. And then they have boosters on either side, like they did with the space shuttle, as far as that goes. So it's for safety reasons and stuff, and it's right there at the base. They had some problems with the engine, but they had a couple. They tried troubleshooting it yesterday, as far as that goes. Do you think that Elon will be able to make? I don't know, but I got something for Elon Musk now that you bring up his name. Yesterday I was watching I watched Iron Man 1, which I thought was great. I haven't watched it in a while. And then it went right into Iron Man 2. And did you know that Elon Musk makes a cameo presence in Iron Man 2? Did you know that? I didn't know that. I've watched that. I've watched all the Iron Mans at least 3 or 4 times. But Elon Musk, he makes a cameo in the video, and the scene's long. It's with actor Gwyn Paltrow, who plays Pepper Potts, and Robert Downey Jr., who plays Tony Stark. And it takes place. The clip of from the movie is what is this? Is when he's in the restaurant and stuff like that. Did you know that, Chris? Yeah, you did know that. That's nuts. I thought it was nuts too. I didn't really realize until it was like, whoa. Pepper Potts. When they're right at the race scene, before Tony is getting ready to leave, he gets up, and he also sees the guy from Oracle too coming down the stairs. But he leaves Pepper in the restaurant while he goes over, and he pisses off the race car driver because he takes over. But right at that, as he's leaving, Elon goes, "Hey, Tony," and then I think Tony Stark goes, "Hey, how you doing?" He introduced himself to Elon Musk, and I'm making a new electric car. So that's back when he was still doing so that's a little bit. That's who's your favorite hero from Marvel? Tony, Iron Man. I like Iron Man. Thor is right up there too. They're all good. I think they're all good. I'm not too happy with the way that Marvel's gone, because they've got gobbled up by Disney, and I'm not really a Disney fan as far as that goes. And they do probably do good work. I do watch on the Disney. I don't pay for the Disney Channel. One of the family members pays for it, and I watch some things. So I'm not a total shutdown, but I'm not really. I don't really care for Disney. It's not like the Disney of old and stuff. I think they took the Star Wars series to I don't know. It just I don't know. It doesn't sit well as far as goes. Tony Stark was everything. He's a rich fan. Yeah, was one of the few people who still believe true magic and so yeah, she's an American most feared critic. Magic's what happened, but and I like was it the character? Who's the character? Let me get this out of here. What's going on there? Pepper Potts. I like Pepper Potts as far as that goes. Tina, good morning. Good morning. We're having a Sunday morning broadcast here. Tina's with us from New Jersey, and so I wanted to mention about that. So good lead in there. Average Fresh for Elon, because I had that up here as far as good lead in on that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then Iron Man 2 was Iron Man 1 was great. Iron Man 2 was good, and then they went into the Avengers, which I caught the beginning of it. Then I know what happens at the end as far as that goes. I have no idea what Wanda Witch is. I have no idea. So like I said, I'm very select on what some of the things I watch and some of the things I do. So, but it was a real treat just sitting back after the. I guess the movie Iron Man 1 started just as I was getting done. They were canceling the space launch yesterday, which was supposed to go off at between 2:17 and 4:17. So that was a little bit of disappointment. So it was nice just kicking back, watching a couple of movies. We did watch a movie, The Missus and Me, on Netflix last night. What was it? Honor Society on Netflix last night, which was a pretty good one. It had a little bit of twist there. You thought the girl was going to be the evil one, but it wasn't so. She ended up actually, her plan was to get the recommendation of the school counselor, and she goes through this process with the three other candidates, and there's a little bit of twist in there. It's a good one. You remind me of Robert De Niro. Nah, I'm nothing like Robert De Niro. I am Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich. That's who I am. I'm a retired firefighter from the United States Air Force. I was a volunteer for a number of years in my community here, and I don't do that thing anymore. So I am nowhere near close Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro has some good movies, but sometimes he needs to shut his mouth. And I'll just leave it at that. In some cases, I think sometimes these stars, they think they're all knowing and all that, and they have a major platform where they should just, they got their opinion, but when you scream in a theater fire, it's just ridiculous. I'm drinking black I don't have the teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa. This is Death Wish coffee. This is what I'm drinking. The missus bought this. This is a special treat here and it's the new Death Wish coffee pumpkin. I usually put a teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa. It's a coffee hack to get the metabolism go, but I don't want to ruin the taste. I want to taste the full Death Wish coffee. Death Wish is made here in New York State, up there in Round Lake, New York, where I'm going to be visiting just south of there, and we got a day trip going. That's why I guess I decided to come on, because I'm going to be scarce on these interwebs for the rest of the day. We have a day trip going up to Schenectady. The missus is me, and I think two of her sisters are coming along, as far as that goes. Tina, yes, I have my cocoa. Yeah, I elected not to do it because it's Death Wish coffee and stuff like that. As far as that goes, yeah, we're not going to go into that subject. Average, okay. There's certain things I will talk about, and just as a warning, because you're first time chatter here, if you overstep lines, don't be surprised. I will not hesitate to hit the block button. Okay. Just saying. Okay, and I say that just respectfully and plain cut as far as that goes. Okay. No, I'm just, because you're venturing in a thing. I don't go elaborating that. The weather. Yeah, the weather's out there. We're going to be talking about the weather, but we're going to be talking about the temperatures. I'm not going to go into detail as far as in your thing as far as that goes. And everybody has their opinion. Okay, and you have to respect that opinion. You may not agree, you may disagree, or something like that. So believe me. So just as a friendly, I'm not going to call it a warrant, just a friendly, it's because you haven't been here before. Believe me, I will not hesitate. What's your opinion on? I have no idea what that is. So again, I don't express my opinions that far. Okay, this isn't that type of broadcast. Just to let you know again, okay? And again, if you get too pushy in the chat, I will not hesitate to block, okay? So, that's as far as I'm going to go there. Let's see. As far as the weather, currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside, it is 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And I had the windows open. This window's closed because I get too much ambient noise here, as far as that goes. And But we got 64 degrees. It was pleasant yesterday, a little humid and stuff like that. Hey, I'm walking here. Okay, good. You're out for a morning walk, wherever you may be. Let's see. Isolated thunder showers this morning, then mainly cloudy during the afternoon. This thunderstorms likely. High at 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds light and variable. Clear or chance of rain 70%. The sun will be rising this morning at 6:35, and it just rose, and we got cloudy skies, but it's currently, well, it'll rise in a minute. We still have a minute. 6:34. Well, actually, it's turning 6:35 now, so the sun has rose. It's 6:35 a.m. The sun has rose here in the southern tier. Sun will be setting later at 7:36 p.m. And we have the same temperature. Do we? Oh, yeah, we do. Holy crap. Out there in Deming, New Mexico, it's 64 degrees Fahrenheit and 90 degrees. You're going to be a little bit hotter, though, Chris. You're going to be, we're going to have a high of, what was our high? 81. So you're going to be a little bit higher there as far as, but around the world, the times and temperatures out there in Honolulu, Hawaii, where it's still yesterday, or no, it's today. It's 12:35 a.m. today. It's 79 degrees cloudy. In Phoenix, Arizona, it's 88 degrees. Partly cloudy skies at 3:35 a.m. 88 degrees. Albuquerque, New Mexico, clear skies at 4:36, 57 degrees. Cool. Chicago, Illinois at 72 degrees at 5:36 with cloudy skies. Cloudy skies down there in New York City, where it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit at 6:36 a.m. Across the pond in Cork, Ireland, it is 63 degrees at 11:36 a.m. Milan, Italy, it's partly cloudy skies there in Cork. Partly cloudy skies in Milan at 12:36 p.m. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. In Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, it is 109 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny skies at 1:36 p.m. In New Delhi, India, at 4:06 p.m., it is 99 degrees sunny. Down in Mumbai, it's partly sunny and cloudy at 4:06, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Kuala Lumpur, it is 90 degrees sunny at 6:36 p.m. Tokyo, Japan, at 7:37 p.m., 81 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in Australia, it is 50 degrees at 8:37 p.m. In Melbourne, and sliding across to Sydney, it's 8:37 p.m. Also 55 degrees Fahrenheit. As far as Albuquerque gets colder than Deming because their elevations. Yeah, that's why my sister lives out in Arizona at Sierra Vista, and I always when I talk to her, I'm always telling her, "Oh, it's real hot out there in Arizona." She says, "No, it's not." I said, "Well, Phoenix is boiling," and she says, "No, we're up in the mountains." So you get that cool air that comes up the mountains and stuff as far as that goes. And good morning. This is Death Wish, right?
No.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Oh, I thought it did.
See,
Oh.
$20 coffee, you can't tell the difference.
I thought because I saw the container. Oh, okay. I've been duped. This is a Death Wish. What kind of coffee is this? This is the last of the...
Whatever it was.
Oh, okay. I thought I was thinking this.
Green Mount Dunkin', I think.
What's
Dunkin'.
that? Oh, this is Dunkin' coffee. Okay, that's why. Okay, Dunkin' coffee's good. Okay, I've been mistaken. It is not, but I do like Death Wish, just so you know.
Like a half a scoop of Death Wish.
Oh, that's because I tasted pumpkin in this. Okay, it's a pumpkin, so it's a little bit of a mix.
A little tiny scoop. Okay.
But I did taste pumpkin though.
Oh, it was very strongly pumpkin when I opened the bag.
Oh, okay. So that's that. Okay, so it is partially Death Wish, and that's the missus.
I got pumpkin creamer though.
So whatever coffee it is. Yeah, it's a mixture, Double J's. Hey, Double J's, thank you for being here. Double J's coming in from Mumbai, India. Thank you for being here. We're just going over the temperatures, and it's currently you're in 4:08 in the afternoon, so you're getting ready for dinner there in an hour or so. But it had when I first tasted, I could taste the pumpkin, but it's very smooth. Dunkin', I think the Dunkin' coffee and the Death Wish mix is very good. I just don't. My second cup, now that I know it's not Death Wish, I'll put some teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa. So whatever coffee it is, yeah, it's a mixture. Double J's, and thank you for being here. As far as that goes, so let's see our thought for the day that I posted up over there on Twitter at Fireman Rich comes from, I don't really know this person, but I think it's a good quote and thought to think about. And this individual is a novelist. It's Edith Wharton, Whaton, Wharton, yeah, Edith Wharton, no, there is an R, Wharton, Wharton, and her thought for the day, or her quote, and our thought for the day is: there are two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. Well, from a scientific, you can spread light in many directions. You can spread it in the two ways of spread. There's a lot more ways of spreading light, but this is metaphorically, okay? Yes, we have a few lightning and thunderstorms, which is not common here. Okay, Double J's. Yeah, I know there's I think in Pakistan, I heard with the flooding that's going on. It's not down at the coast; it's up inland. The monsoons. I don't know if they call them monsoons in India. I know they have. Yeah, maybe it is the monsoons, but they have a lot of rain and all that. And I guess the death toll is over 1,200, which is a shame. It's flooding because we've experienced some heavy flooding here in our state back in 2011. It was the flood of the records. If it wasn't for this dirt dike that's around the village I live in, I wouldn't be here. I'd be broadcasting somewhere else. I don't think we would have stayed here, as far as that goes. So, yes, monsoons blew and dropped a whole. Okay, what it is monsoons. Okay, so the monsoon, and it's sad. Yeah, I've been seeing the news on that, and that's very. They usually get the tsunamis or whatever at the beach. They have flooding down there on the coastal part of Pakistan and stuff, but this is inland more, which is just as devastating. And as far as that goes, so it is sad. Our thought again for today from Edith Wharton: there are two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. So it's basically, I guess I'm the one that reflects it, because I like to reflect, other people's kindness, to express that. Kindness I like the kindness is a big thing. I think that's the light that shines out at me from this quote. They went from being dry to flood. Because when you have a long stint of dryness and stuff, that ground can't absorb the water, so it's just going to flow and flood everything and stuff like that. And we've had this here. We had the flooding here back in 2000. We had a flood in 2006. Wasn't that bad. The Susquehanna River is just like a stone's throw that way, about maybe a quarter of a mile, and it swelled up in 2006. 2011, it swelled up to where the water, I'm about a quarter mile, but the water got up to about 3 feet a mile inland. So flooding can be very, that's Mother Nature. Mother Nature is very, very strong. And, there's things we can do, but Mother Nature is going to do what she wants to do. So a good thought for today. What are you? Are you the candle or the mirror? I don't know. I tend to think I am the mirror. I try to reflect other people's goodness and stuff like that. Stay positive as far as that goes, and such. So let's see. We're moving right along, and the CPU rate is doing really well. And like I said, I'm still just as last week I started doing the chat on the OBS, and it doesn't seem to be affecting the CPU. By the way, we finally got your AC and It works great. I saw Chris at the beginning of one of our good friend Randy W. Horton's. You said that yesterday. Yes, yesterday mornings. I caught about the first 10 minutes of it and stuff like that. So that's good. That's very good. You can, yeah. Now that the weather's getting cooler, your air conditioning's fixed. We haven't had it on the last couple days, so even though it was a little muggy outside, I guess the humidity. But it was a nice day yesterday. Let's see. Today is Sunday, the 4th of September. We're already well into the month already. 4th September 2022. It is the 247th day. It is the 35th week, and we're 68% through the year. And we have 5 national days today. We have National Pastor's Spouse Day. Yeah, because the pastor's always busy with the congregation. So I could see that one. This one I like. We also got a new furnace. Ooh, that's a lot of money right there. Air conditioning and furnace. Wow. You're set for the next 20 to 30, 40 years. Let's see. National Macadamia Nut Day. That's a good one. National Newspaper Carrier Day also. I remember helping my older brother when I was a kid deliver Sunday newspapers. It used to be a real pain in the butt doing it during the winter time. So let's see. National Spice Blend Day. Okay, blend some spices. And National Wildlife Day. So let's go with National Macadamia Nuts. I like nuts. Let's see. National Macadamia Nut Day on September 4th. Recognize the delicious nut found in many baked goods and desserts. Hashtag National Macadamia Nut Day. Macadamia nuts have a creamy, buttery taste. And Tina, you like nuts? Yeah. Again, our good friend Randy W. Horton, he was buying some nuts and some raisins and some, he should have got some macadamia nuts. And he tried buying some berries and lettuce. I saw on that broadcast yesterday, or one of his broadcasts, and they wanted $8 for just a small little container of berries and some lettuce. $8? Unreal. Nuts. Yeah. Hey. These nuts add a suitable richness to everything they grace. Also, versatility. Macadamia nuts originated in Australia. They're an Australian product. They were named for the physical and chemist John Macadamian, who discovered them. Macadamian also pursued further the cultivation of the trees in Australia, making it more abundant. So it's named after their. Yeah, you don't want to know how much I don't want to know. I know how much a furnace is gonna cost, and central air. That's just as much as the furnace. So you're talking some heavy green there, as far as that goes. So it is National Macadamia Nut, along with 5 other ones. So what's that?
Better go buy some for a trip.
Oh, were you?
I said we should go buy some for our trip.
Oh, okay, yeah. The missus referring to our day trip that we're going to be going. I got to get no day job, but we're going on a day trip up to Schenectady to visit her one of her older sisters. And Tina, I still pay for my furnace for 4 years ago. Yeah, exactly. And we have first time viewer Craig, whale and penguin. Okay, whatever that means. And damn Tina, as far as that goes. And we got our second newbie in here as far as I need to see it. You need to see whale and penguin. I don't know what that means. Nice, Rich. Have a good time today. Yeah, I plan on it. We're gonna have a little rain later. It's cloudy out there, but our rain is expected to come in probably into the state right around 3 o'clock this afternoon. We got some heavy rain coming in, as far as that goes. As I look back on the weather forecast, and we're going to get some rain for the next starting today at I'll be starting right around 1, 2 o'clock, and then it's going to be going for the next couple of days. We got rain showers until well into Wednesday, as far as that goes. Okay, Craig, good afternoon. But you had whale fin and penguin is tweaking all the time. Oh, this isn't a penguin, and it's not a whale. That's the blab. That's the blab owl. Is that what you're referring to, Craig? Okay, yeah. It's It's not tweaking. It's just fluttering its wings. If you were on live streaming, oh, God, it's been about almost 8 years, 8 to 10 years. Blab was a live stream. Yeah, I was. You were on Blab? Okay, so that's the Blab owl. It's not a whale. It's not a penguin. It's a Blab owl with the space helmet around. I love Blab. Blab, I had a blast on it. No, no problem, Craig. That's good. I just wanted to understand what you were talking about. And you were referring to, yeah. This when I usually have this up, that means I'm on OBS. I'm using OBS because I did broadcast Friday night, going into this weekend. I was up late, so no, Whalefin was in screen behind you. Oh, okay, I got you. That's the Chromecast. That's the Google Chromecast that puts up the picture. Okay, there's a whale fin that pops up there. There's actually some good pictures that pop up there. It's some good background. So thank you, Craig. I think it was a whale. I think some penguins do pop up there, so you're recognizing the background. So that's good. Yeah, it was awesome. Okay, thank you. We're Like I said, it's going to rain the next couple of days. Tomorrow is a national holiday here in the United States. It's Labor Day. It's actually the unofficial end of summer, in a sense. Even though we'll have some warm temperature going for the rest of the month and hopefully into October. But I have to work tomorrow. It's a holiday. It's a national holiday. Most people are off, but somebody has to go and watch the farm, in a manner of speaking, and that's what I got to do. My schedule is Monday through Friday, and Labor Day. Yeah, my dad is having a grill. Yeah, it's the unofficial last day of summer, so everybody's going to be out barbecuing. It's probably the one day a year that it beats out. Well, I don't know. Thanksgiving travel is pretty hectic here in the United States as far as that goes. They say this will be the busiest traveling day to date this year. But when Thanksgiving rolls around, that's when it gets busier as far as that goes. Let's see. We have some good history here, and I want to talk about this one. This is good because I used to watch this show all the time with Bob Barker. Do you know what I'm going to talk? I know Tina knows what I'm talking about. Barker. 50 years ago today, the first episode of The Price is Right premiered on CBS. It would go on to become the country's longest running, and it's still running. Both are not in our schedule. Hey, Tina, you remember it? Yes. Longest running television game show with a combination of endless surprises. In terms of prizes and unique rental, Bob Barker became an icon game show host and debuted alongside the show and hosted until his retirement in 2007. In 2019, has been 9,000 episodes recorded. Prizes are donated by companies in exchange for unique advertisement opportunities. The Price is Right is often called the greatest game show in TV history, and by 2009, it had given away more than $250 million in cash and prizes. In 2007, Drew Carey took over the role, and he does a good job. I've watched it occasionally. Now, The Price is Right. There was one day, I can't remember what it was, a very good friend of ours, and I worked with him while I was in the Air Force. He's a firefighter out there in California, and we were stationed at McConnell Air Force Base together back in the early, it would be the mid-90s, early 90s, mid-90s. But we were watching, and I don't know if the missus, yeah, I was at work, and we have a TV that's on, and to see what's going on in the world and stuff like that. And I get a text from the missus, and she says Frank is on The Price is Right, and I go, what? And I tell my coworker, hey, switch the channel to The Price is Right. We're having our lunch and stuff, and sure enough, there's Frankie. I'm like, he won everything. Didn't he win everything?
I can't remember.
I think he did. It was one of those shows. They had the emergency services, the firefighters and all that, and it was phenomenal. He walked away with close to, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 grand worth of prizes and stuff. He won both. I think he won both showcases because he came within the less than $1,000, I guess. As far or within within that $1,000, yeah, it still boggles my mind and stuff. Frankie is a great guy, great firefighter. He worked for me. I was the. He still calls me Sergeant Roberts as far as that goes, and a great guy, and really good guy. And I still keep in contact with him. He's pretty cool. He is pretty cool as far as that goes. Let's see. Back in 1888, George Eastman registered the trademark Kodak and received a patent for his camera, which used roll film. Now, does anybody use roll film other than, say, professional photographers in a studio, as far as that goes? There was a Kodak company or Kodak factory up in Rochester, New York, but it's since closed down. So. Let's see. Be right back, Rich. I'm going to take. Oh, no problem. Okay, no problem. I'm going to be on for a few more minutes here and stuff, and that's what I got to do. I got to start getting ready to go for the day job here, or not the day trip. Hey, you like that one?
Yeah.
Jeez. Get it straight, Rich. Yeah, no problem. We'll still be here, Chris. We'll wait for you. We got to get the dinner report when you get back, Chris. Yeah, we'll do the dinner report when Chris gets back. And let's see. Mark Spix won his 7th swimming gold medal at the Summer Olympics in Munich, becoming the first Olympian to win 7 gold medals, swimming in only 7 events, and setting a world record in each one of them. He's a great swimmer. Yeah, when you get back, Chris, we'll do the dinner report. Let's see. Google on this day. Well, for Mark Spix, the Munich Olympics was back in 1972. That was before I was still in high school there in 1972. Oh, is he, Tina? Well, we'll give him some time. I got some time here as far as we'll see how quick he can do it and stuff. Let's see. Back in 1998, Google was founded by Larry. It was 1998. Wasn't it longer than that? Google was founded after I got out of the Air Force. That's 24 years ago. Yeah, lots of laugh, Tina. Google was founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who adopted the unofficial slogan "Don't be evil," while they were PhD students at Stanford in 1998. Wow, Google's only been around for 24 years? I thought it was longer. Seems longer. They've I think back then Yahoo was the big search engine as far as that goes. And 241 years ago, Los Angeles was founded by the Spanish settlers. 12 diverse families settled in El Poble de la Reina de Los Angeles, the town of Queen of Angels. 8 of the 23 adults arrived from the Mexican town of Alamos, held by Spain at the time, were Indians. 10 were African descent. They found a very spacious valley, well grown with cottonwood and alder, and which had a beautiful river running through it. On this day 107 years ago, which was 1915, Rocky Mountain National Park was established by the U.S. Congress thanks to a man who was a sickly 14-year-old when he first moved near the majestic mountain and lake, and later lobbied for its protection. What did I do? What? Yeah, what would we do without Google? Exactly. I don't think is Google evil. I don't know. They probably got the skinny on everybody and stuff like that. Let's see. Let's see what else is in history. Anything? And a happy 34th wedding anniversary to Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick, who have been stayed. Huh? Kira Sedgwick, who have stayed married for over 30 years. A feat that's really been equaled in Hollywood. That's true. You know, another one is Pat Benatar and her husband. Hey, Randy W. Horton is in. Oh my God, we are graced by Randy W. Horton. Good morning, sir. And we're glad to have you here. You got to make sure, if you're watching this on the replay, follow this gentleman who just came in, Randy W. Horton. Glad to see. And Chris is taking a shower, Randy. At Randy W. Horton. And Tina's saying, "Oh my God, yeah, oh my God, we get an appearance," and I'm very thankful. Thank you, sir. I've been talking about you, and Randy saying hi to Tina. Randy is a powerhouse here on Twitch, and we love seeing Randy W. Horton on his broadcast on Twitch. If you don't follow Randy W. Horton, follow him. He's a good guy. He's one of the good guys. And I'm loving your exercising, Randy. I'd love to be there in the gym with you, because I love that gym one. And you know, the thing is be off to the side of the treadmill. Okay, you don't want to be on the treadmill when you first started. Okay, that always happens. Okay, I thought you were going to do one of these. You're going to fly off to the other side of the room. Rich, I think you need to buy a sailboat and take your wife to Florida. Okay. You hear that? Randy says, Randy is in the broadcast. He says, I should buy a sailboat and take you to Florida. She's just smiling.
No, maybe the Great Lakes.
Maybe the Great Lakes. The Atlantic coast might be a little rough for me, Randy, as far as that goes. But Randy, just so everybody knows, Randy has a sailboat that he's getting refitted, and it looks great. He keeps us posted, which we greatly appreciate as far as that goes. It's looking good. It's looking really, and it's going to be ready. I think, how many, let's see, you can do it. Yeah, I can do it. I can't even tie. I'm supposed to know how to tie knots, and I've been away from that, so I don't know. I'd be fumbling with those sails and stuff like that. How long before you leave, Randy, to go to the Philippines? I know you've been talking about traveling back there as far as that goes. Look up the Norsha brand on the used market. Okay. My thing is, I want to buy one of those drivable RVs so I can drive across the country. That's going to be. I want to buy one of those land sailboats. I may go in a month or so. Okay, a month and stuff, and hopefully you have some good signal there to broadcast, because I know the last time you were there visiting the family, you had better reception in the hotel you stayed in for 10 days because of COVID. But once you were out at your homes there, that the reception wasn't all that great. So that'll be good. Roads will limit you. The planet is, yeah, I know, the water, yeah, but you get out in those out away from the coastlines and stuff, that water can be very, very dangerous. I've watched enough of Deadliest Catch. That's one of my favorite programs I watch. When they're doing the crabbing up there in the Barents Sea, and I mean, when I watch that show, some of those waves are just mind-boggling. They're talking 30, 40 waves that crash over the bow of their boats and stuff like that. That gives you a real perspective what the real ocean is like without even being there. I mean, it's I remember first watching that I would almost get seasick as far as that goes. So, but let's see, Randy, you don't want to end up on I should have be I shouldn't be alive for sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I've been looking at these RV. I don't think I'm looking at the, like Randy was looking at YouTube's on his sailboats, and he can afford it and stuff like that. And we can all afford it if we plan for it and all that and stuff. But I've been looking, and I'm just amazed at these RVs. They take buses, the luxury RVs. They're gorgeous. I mean, you should watch some of those, Randy. They're just the construction. There's a program on TV called RV Extremes, and it's just an art form as far as construction of just what they put inside. It's like a Taj Mahal in some cases and stuff. You know, give me a pup tent and I'm out in the field or something like that as far as that goes. Now sailboat, I remember it was a 14 footer. When I was in high school, a classmate of mine had a sailboat, and he'd take it out, and I've been out on the Hudson River there across on the Hudson. We used to sail on the Hudson, so I got a familiar, and there was some real choppy weather out there. This is only a 14-foot sailboat and stuff. You can get a great low mileage RV in Florida for under 15K. Yeah, I've seen that. As far as that, I'm just a fan of watching the videos on them though and stuff. They're freaking great. But this 14-footer sailboat, it was fun. So I sort of got, and I even he let me steer the rudder there as far as he didn't let me touch the sails. He said, don't touch the sails. When I tell you to duck your head and stuff. So it was fun. So I have a little. I've had just a little taste of the sailing on the water there, the Hudson River there. This is down the Hudson River along the city of Newburgh, New York, as far as that goes. He had it in a marina. There's a marina right there in Newburgh and along the river, and we had fun. I had fun as far as that goes. Now, I've been on speedboats, and I learned how to ski when I was over in the Philippines. I think I told you that before, Randy. And so I learned how to ski over the Philippines. The radar site that we're at, we had they just brought up this it was a 4-seater speedboat, and all you had to do was go do a check ride, and you were qualified, and we'd be zipping up and down the beach. And I learned how to ski 2 skis. I never got into that one ski thing. So the Philippines was a great place as far as that goes, and that's where Randy has his homes and his family as far as that goes. So and I when he's in the Philippines, I thoroughly enjoy his broadcast as far as that goes from there. And I think it's been it's going on 2 years since I first hooked up with you online there, Randy, from the old Haps days as far as that goes. And so if anything, I'm thankful. I don't want to use the G word. I try not to use the G word. I am very thankful that I was able to meet you along with everybody else from the HAPS platform. That's the one big takeaway for me that HAPS provided. All the other stuff, well, we'll leave that at the door. But the friendships continue here on other live streaming platforms as far as that goes. And such. Is Chris back yet? Whoop whoop. Glad you know you. Yeah. It's great knowing. And actually, I actually mentioned you in conversations at work as far as I get my the guys I work with. They say, "What's that guy Randy doing now?" and stuff. So Randy was out in the desert yesterday and stuff like that. And he, like I said, he is an IRL broadcaster in real life. I mean, he's actually in real life. You could say I'm in real life. I'm just sitting here like a bump on the log, drinking my coffee and stuff. He actually does things. Oh, okay, Chris is back. All right, Chris, let's go ahead and do the dinner report there as far as that goes. What did we have for dinner? Told you he was in the in the forever. Yeah. No, that wasn't too bad. That was a quick shower. That was only about 10 minutes. They're always kidding with Chris. Let's go ahead and do the dinner report, Chris. What'd you have for dinner? And also I see Randy broadcasts, and I'll probably watch that on my trip up. Well, I'm going to be in the vehicle traveling today, Randy. I'm going up on a day trip to visit Pam's other sister, but I'm going to be in the car with her and two of her other sisters. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have these earbuds. No, I'm not going to say it. I shouldn't say that. But I will be looking at your broadcast here later as far as that goes. Randy, Chris, I met a lady in the men's room who knew you. Randy with the jokes. For Chris Tech's dinner report, it is he had a pulled pork sandwiches and fries from the local sports bar, which is good. Let's see. Tina had homemade white pizza. Ooh, white pizza is good. That is good. That is good. We had, for his dinner report, Randy reply. And Average Fresh, he had elk burgers. So elk burgers. Are you up in Canada or Alaska? Average Fresh. Where are you from? Elk burgers. Where do you get elk burgers? Juna. Oh, you're up there in Juna, Alaska. Oh, okay. You're coming in from. Oh, thank you. The Great White North, Alaska. I flew into. I've been to Alaska. Let's see. Thank you, Chris, for gifting Randy for the sub there. Greatly appreciate. Chris is always doing that. Average Fresh Juna. I flew into Anchorage once. So I could say I've been to Alaska. I was in the airport on my way over to Korea many years ago before I got married. And Randy saying thanks to Chris. Yeah, Chris, very generous, Chris. Again, you don't have to do that, Chris. As far as that goes. DK232, I hear lumber prices are skyrocketing up north. Lumber as a whole is skyrocketing. I mean, what you could buy for a 2x4 down here in New York State, it's more than double now as far as that goes. And Randy, Chris Tech saying, Randy, welcome. So, what I had for dinner, we had manicotti. We had a family member that had a birthday yesterday, so we had manicotti, and it was good. And she made fresh spinach too. I mean, actual fresh spinach. She cooked that up. And I like the can of Del Monte, but this is fresh. It tasted fresh. Maybe just a tad too much salt, but it was good. It was good. I know, but I want to. Average. I like Anchorage, but I like the country and more outdoorsy stuff that I can do in Juna. Of course, in Anchorage you can do outdoor stuff, but there's more city. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that, Average. Yeah, as far as that goes. A coworker, he goes up to Alaska every year. He has family up there, I think in Anchorage and stuff like that. So he goes up there for, I don't know, 2-3 weeks and stuff like that. And he does the hunting stuff and all that as far as that goes. Sounds good. Yeah, the manicotti was good, Tina. Thank you. Yeah, it was very good. I mean, I'm not from Juna or Anchorage, but yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, Randy, you could build a 3-story home here out of plastic bags. There's some. Yeah, I know, Randy. You I don't see them anymore. They're almost gone. I think do we still get them? There's one version that's actually she's over in she gets those when we go to the Walmart in Pennsylvania. So in New York State, they're not allowed at all. I ate 2 popsicles and 2 sticks. Turned out to be $38. Oh wow! Yeah, prices are always it's like Hawaii. Their average, everything gets imported, as far as that goes. But the plastic bags, Randy, I know we see them in your broadcast. As far as that's a very distinctive piece of litter that's just floating around over there in the kingdom. And Average, yeah, I can remember in Anchorage when I flew in the airport, I got a hot dog, that cost me $10, and a glass of orange juice that cost me just as much. So, my friends from Hawaii and damn housing market. Yeah, it is. We watched the missus watches those shows on the houses for sale and all that on the home network, and Hawaii Life I think is one of them. And oh my god, I look at the house and they want $3 million for that house. Some of the houses in Hawaii, if you brought them here in New York, they'd be a third of the cost as far as that goes. But it is crazy, yeah. The housing, well, the housing market right now, like, it's not a buyer's market because of the interest rate. The interest rates went up. 2 million for a fixed, yeah, exactly. Average. I've seen those. It's like, oh my god, doesn't even have a bathroom. It has an outhouse. You're paying $2 million. I think it's just you're buying to live in Hawaii. I looked into Alaska and Hawaii, but the property taxes are more than I make. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are property taxes high in Alaska too? I know that. And I heard the property taxes aren't. Well, I guess it depends on how you look at taxes. I live in New York State, and the taxes are high, but I don't. I could see them when I buy stuff and stuff like that, but our property taxes aren't really that bad. I guess as far as taxes from state to state, if one's low, they're going to get you another way or something like that. My friend told me about this affordable condo being built, and he's going to live there. Oh, okay. The thing about condos, though, you buy the condo, but you got to pay that condo fee, and it's almost like paying rent. As far as if I buy something, I own it. I shouldn't, I know it's to maintain and stuff like that. And he's like a 200K down payment, right? Yeah, that sounds. I pay $100 a year in Philippines, and you got some good homes there. You get, what I like to see. Are there any plans on revitalizing the burger place there, Randy? I thought that was cool to watch. As far as because I used to work at McDonald's back when I was single in the Air Force on my off-duty time and stuff like that. So I love the workflow that. So I know you're always looking at business endeavors. What's your favorite food? Fast food? My favorite fast food? Oh, I don't know if you consider it fast food, but there's a sandwich shop that would make a salami and provolone submarine up there in Rome, New York. But my fastest, I would have to say, Burger King Whopper. It's great. I love it. We have a Burger King here. I like McDonald's. So I'm a hamburger guy because I used to flip quarter pounders when I was working part time at McDonald's back in the early '80s. After I would work 24 hours and I would be off 24 hours as an average. You think Burger King is very, yeah, but it's up there. It's not as Randy, I'm thinking of starting a cult of becoming a preacher. Seems like good money. Yeah, but I like Arby's averages. Yeah, Arby's is okay. Yeah, but let's see. Chris Tech, my favorite fast food place is Arby's and Burger King. I would say, each place has unique things that I like and stuff like that. But my favorite sandwich would have to be the Whopper because it's always fresh. I do like the quarter pounder from McDonald's. The number 2 meal, medium. I used to always get that when I was traveling back in the day, as far as that goes. So it's pretty. The number 1 meal is always the Big Mac. Any McDonald's you go to, so they're pretty standardized. The coffee, I won't get coffee at Burger King. I'll get coffee at McDonald's. McDonald's coffee. And Tina, I love the Whopper too. Yeah, the Whopper's a good sandwich as far as you can't eat them every day, but I like them as far as that goes, and such. So, let's see. We have a McDonald's coffee is better than stuff. Yeah, those average at the day job. I splurge. I'm not a Starbucks fan. Okay, I had Starbucks. I asked for black coffee. It cost me $4, and I'm going, what? It was just ungodly hot. DK, I used to love Burger King, but recently filed a civil suit against them. Now I'm under an injunction. I'm not okay. No problem. Yes, I drink McDonald's. Yeah, and but the what is it? Burger King is just a good sandwich. I like Burger King. We haven't grilled as much as we'd like to. Average. This has been sort of I think we grilled maybe 2 or 3 times this summer. But we do have a Burger King here. It's good. There's a couple McDonald's around the area and stuff like that. I'm sort of branching off. There's a place that the local places are pretty good. The pizza joints. There's no Pizza Hut or Pizza Hut is not here. There's only one Pizza Hut in the whole between the county I live in and next door in Broome County. It's a takeout place. Pizza Hut Pizza Hut was not bad pizza, but is Joe's the best pizza? I don't know what Joe's is. We don't have a Joe's as far as that goes. Chris Tech has some good places out his way, and yeah, I've tried that. DK, it's okay. It's okay. Like I said, it's nothing that knocks my sock off. The Burger King Whopper does. It's always been a good sandwich, and then like I say, McDonald's is good with the quarter pounder. Man was not mean to me. Fake meat. Yeah, I agree with that too. I tried it. It's okay, but it's just like I won't buy it again. But the coffee, I won't buy coffee at Burger King. Burger King, I had a bad experience where I got a cup of coffee from them, and I think they gave me the soap water. And have you tried the double quarter pounder? Yeah, I've tried the double quarter. It's just an extra patty and stuff. The double quarter is a good sandwich, But I'm up in age. That's my opinion too, DK. As far as that's a gimmick. It's a the missus. She'll get the veggie burgers and stuff like that. And we'll cook them up here, and they're not bad. A burger's a burger, but it's how they dress it is what really makes it and stuff like that. And meatless Mondays now, and not for me, and stuff like that. All right, folks, it's pushing towards 7:30, and we got to get on the road at 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the broadcast here as far as that goes. I appreciate all the new chatters in here as far as that goes. Average, DK, and who else did we have in here that was new? Let me see. I gotta go back. Craig was in here. Average Fresh, thank you for contributing. Anthrax, he was here at the beginning. Thank you, Chris Tech. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Double J's, and thank you also, Tina. And we'll be chat. Bye. Yeah, bye for now. Thank you very much, Randy W. Horton. A real special treat this Sunday broadcast to having Randy here. It's always great. Watch Randy's broadcasts. Watch them. They're great. They're great broadcasts as far as that goes. And DK, what's it? What's it, a frown? What the hell did you put up there, DK? And there they put Jerma old, and then Pop Friend. All right, yeah, I love Randy too. Why do movies? Not going to go there, Muhammad. We're ending the broadcast. So you all have a great one wherever you may be. And Chris Tech coming in with a Bazanga. Randy Horton, TKO. Yeah, watch Randy W. Horton. He's a great guy. He has a new broadcast up. Go ahead and watch him. And we'll be talking to you. I'll be broadcasting tomorrow right here on Twitch. This is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich. And yes, I did say, as always, Bazanga, Chris. At Fireman Rich over there on Twitter, where I told myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. In other words, I like playing on this thing called the internet. Y'all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks a lot, gang. Great broadcast.